I'm here with Jonathan Dyer. This morning we've seen his presentation in the Centre for the Study of Regional Australia Forum on Social Media and Agriculture at Marcus Oldham College in Geelong. Jonathan's presentation was that social media is a tool for professional networking and promotion, and I'm just interested, Jonathan, for you to expand on that as to how we can take it beyond the social and personal interest for actual benefits in the agricultural industry, and what those benefits are, and particularly I like the way you went on to how farmers can actually make money from it, and you're a real life example of that.
Yeah, well, thanks. I suppose, as I said in the forum, it's social media, it's life in general, isn't it? It's all about the old saying, who you know, not what you know. And social media just gives you a global, it's easy to connect. You can connect with anyone, anywhere, sort of thing. So the story about the selling the grain was just, we were able to connect with someone who had a market for some of our grain that, without Twitter or Facebook or these things, he's got a market for our grain, we've got a heap of grain that we can't sell, there would have been no way for us to meet in the middle. So it's just, providing broadening your network and your contacts. For sure. And so I found a real interest that there's so much more to it than just the social and the personal interest aspects and the business potential that's available over those mediums. Yeah, for sure. And for you guys, and I sort of tried to get it in the forum, if your student's going to be looking for a job in the next couple of years, if you know where you want to be working, start following those companies and communicating with them and showing them how keen you are and what you know. I'm sure these tools are going to be used for recruitment a lot more as time goes on as well. So Jonathan, you're a grain farmer from Conaiva. Can you outline for us how you're implementing social media in your business, and in particular your name and your page, I suppose, your tweets from the tractor cab? Yeah. So that sort of started out as a group of us farmers online, and sort of the reason I got into social media in the first place is because I spent a brief time working in the corporate world in Adelaide before I started farming, and it sort of all came out of the dumb looks I got when I said, said what I was going to be trying next. It was like, what? Why would you do that? What are isn't that terrible, having all these droughts and floods and, all these stunned or blank faces that I got there doing that. So that's sort of what kind of my experiences before that kind of, motivated me to start, I suppose, getting the social media and then I suppose trying to communicate positively what we're doing in agriculture. Someone mentioned the GPS technology in the forum and everyone's fascinated by that. Well, that's not new. We've been using that for 10, 15 years. It's near market saturation. It's like, getting excited about the iPhone or Facebook or something. Everyone's doing it now. I guess trying to let people know the positive things that we're doing, and the tweets from the tractor cab sort of comes out of that. And with the GPS thing, you've got a lot of time in the tractor where it's steering itself up and down the paddock. So instead of flicking your phone and just going on Facebook, whatever, you can a few of us started taking photos of what we were doing and just sharing it, and people go, oh, why are you doing that for, and what's that fertiliser you're putting on, or whatever. So for sure. Yeah. So you see a real potential to for farmers to represent the true face of the industry rather than the perception or lack of. Yeah, I think so. I think farmers are very good at producing and doing what they do and working and producing stuff. Probably what they're not as good at is selling it. And part of that is, I suppose, being proud of what you're doing and not being being happy to being open and honest about what you're doing on your farm, because you're proud of it. For sure.
Great. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Thanks for being here today and coming to Marcus Oldham College.
Thanks for the chat, Lachlan.
No trouble.